Hello, I'm the Reverend Charles M. Taylor, Senior Minister for the Universal Truth Center for Better Living. Who within the sound of my voice does not feel heavy right now? I know I do. With so much happening, it's easy to be overwhelmed because it is overwhelming. The last 75 days have seen more widespread shifts than most of us have probably seen in our lifetime. A global pandemic, unprecedented unemployment, yet another unarmed black person killed, an international outrage, and a frightening federal response. 2020 can truly feel like the biblical days: plague, war, strife, hatred. How does it end? When will it end? There are no easy answers. Most of you know that I'm from Chicago. And when you're from Chi-Town, I grew up under the constant pressure of urban discontent. I spent my adult life here in South Florida, and I've seen this community and other communities mourn, protest, and cry out for justice firsthand. The boycotts, the riots, the protests, and unrest too often follow some unconscionable act from those in public trust. It's a seemingly endless cycle. Like the Reverend Martin Luther King once said, "How long?" And here we are again. The murder of George Floyd by a former police officer, Derek Chauvin, is the depth of injustice. It is an act that goes against the love and the peace of community that we all endeavor to. That's innate to our divine nature. And like you, I'm hurting. Like you, I'm angry. With you, I'm concerned. I'm concerned for our brothers and sisters, our communities, our nation, and yes, even this world. So what do we do? What can we do about the events 1,000 miles away when we struggle with failures at our very own doorstep? How do we tackle the root causes of racial violence and injustice when we can't even get justice for one person? Well, we can start with prayer. The American Civil Rights Movement started on 3 fronts with 3 small but conscious acts. When Oliver Brown convinced 12 other families to file a class action suit that would change the face of education, they organized and prayed. When Mimi Till lost her only child to the barbarism of racial hatred, she opened the casket and literally forced the world to see the price of injustice. And she prayed. When Rosa Parks sat down, she was really standing up in an act that broke an unjust system and launched a movement fueled by faith and prayer. Today, as our people, as people everywhere and allies cry out and rally, we must remember that our goal must always be peace. Not the absence of conflict and war, but peace as the presence of justice and love. We must be strong and wise, brave and resilient. We must have faith in the victory. We must pray for the strength to win. We have a choice to make, you and I. We can fold to the anger generations old. We can become the monsters of fear. We can be pulled down into the abyss of pain that our mothers feel when they have to bury another son, and let that paralyze us. We can let the enemy win. But we have another choice. We can act consciously and intentionally to create the world we envision, the one God has made available to everyone. We can seek solutions, heal hearts, embrace allies, and double down on active peace. I'm asking you today to take the harder road. I'm asking you to join with like minds and hearts and apply faith to our vision and prayer to our work. Sabrina Fulton, a woman who could understandably succumb to the destructive rage or paralyzing despair. Instead, she leans on the limitless God and has become a force for the common good. She not only seeks to affect the system through her voice, she's seeking to transform it through our vote. She's running for office. This is how she honors Trayvon and contributes to a just world for our children. Let's take this powerful example and be the change that we want to see in the world, as Mahatma Gandhi shared with us. Every day since the COVID crisis started, we've been praying at 8 a.m. every morning. We will continue to pray through this season as well for peace. We will pray because prayer works. It works on you. Prayer changes you, and then as you change, you can change the circumstances around you. It shall prepare us to transcend what's going on around us. So let's hold a prayer vigil for the vision of a world that works for everyone. As Americans, you have a privilege once denied many of us, the power to vote. Do not squander it. Many individuals have died for this right that we have to vote. Vote your conscience. Vote your platform. But whatever you do, vote. The Universal Truth Center will always be a place to heal and a space to grow. Our arms are open for you to speak your heart. Our doors are open to help you and everyone find ways to grow beyond the limits of the old world and old ways. As your pastor, I am here for you. I am here with you. In my last message, I related that we will be celebrating fathers, our UFBL Unity, and our 2020 graduates in June. We will still do so. Why? Because that is what we are praying for and working for and fighting for, isn't it? Our fathers and our mothers are our roots on earth. Our graduates and our youth are the legacy that we are building. Our church is a community where we can honor our sacred past and our precious future in the loving present. We will have many opportunities to address these issues directly, both in communion with you and from the platform of our teachings. We're here, we're present with you. This is my birthday week, and I have to say that the love that was showed me blessed my soul deeply. Your drive-by birthday caravan was truly a surprise. How blessed I am that in the midst of all that's going on in your life, in our lives, all that's going on in the world, so many of you took time out to stop by to say, I love you. And I'm so grateful. I love all of you. The African Proverbs sums up the truth of my feelings and the truth of our inevitable victory of good. I am because we are, and we are because I am. May the I am of the universe help us to find balance and peace in this world, and may each of us be a part of the solution. May we let love lead us, lead the way. Peace and blessings. Be safe, be blessed, be well. Know that all is well. Namaste.